Hi guys, I'm Russ from Pilates Guy and I'm just going to take you through the leg pull prone, which is a Pilates exercise. You might know this better as a plank. It is a plank, but there's some extra bits and pieces we can do. So what I'm going to do is start you off with a really low level, very easy introductory level. If you've got injuries or if you're new to plank or leg pull prone, then this will be great for you. And there's going to be loads of options to build up to a full plank. When I say full, I do mean still on the elbows, not with the arms fully extended, as I think it's harder with the elbows down. So I'm going to talk you through this now. It would be useful if you've got a basic understanding of Pilates and keeping a neutral spine and having core engagement, although I will talk about this throughout. I won't emphasize too much. Perhaps watch a previous video on those fundamentals, or I know this is for most of my clients, so you guys will be familiar with this anyway. So let's get ourselves started off. We're going to start on our fronts on the mat, stretched out nice and long. We want those legs hip distance apart. We're going to tuck those toes under, even if you don't think you're going to be lifting your knees. Do tuck those toes under, because I'm going to give you some options here. We want those elbows directly under the shoulders. So we've got them directly underneath to support us, and we want to be strong through those arms and those shoulders, not relaxing down. And we want those shoulder blades sliding towards those back pockets, not shrugging up, sliding down. It's going to help us keep a neutral spine. Hands flat down. If that is difficult for whatever reason, bring those hands together. That's fine, but ideally you want those hands out in front of the elbows. We want that chin tucked so you've got a nice long neck, neutral spine, remember. From here, we pull the belly button in and lift the pelvic floor. And we're just going to tuck the tailbone under slightly. If you saw that adjustment, we're just taking a bit of that deep curve out of the lower back. Really important we do that all the way through to keep pressure off the lumbar. So here we should already feel the core engaging, abdominals kicking in, pulling in that belly button, lifting that pelvic floor. We're going to take a nice deep breath in. We're breathing out. We're going to peel those hips away from the floor, coming up into our level 1 plank. So even here, even if you're used to doing planks, you should feel engagement. I'm going to keep looking at the camera, but I want your chins tucked, a nice long neck. So you're breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth deeply. If you're not breathing deeply, you're not actually doing a full plank, because this will make it hard. So belly button's pulled in, we're breathing in, and we're breathing out. Keeping that tailbone tucked, core engaged, and everything nicely aligned. Now, if you want to start to edge towards a full plank, then we're going to start off nice and easy. You're just going to lift one leg, one knee, pushing the heel backwards, and then bring that down, and then take the other leg up and back, and then down. This is great if you are struggling at the moment to come to the full plank, or if you do just want to make that core work a bit harder, taking pressure off the back. This is a great option. If you want to go one further than one knee at a time, you take one leg away, then the next leg, and then you take one down, and you take the other down. So this is on our way to coming into that full plank. And the full plank position, if you're quite happy to hold that, we tend to take one knee away and the next knee, and we're in our full plank. So we don't want bums up in the air like this, and we don't want hips down by the floor like this, because this compresses the spine, and this is just pretty useless. So we want that nice line through the body. Push the heels back a little bit, keep the tailbone tucked under, and you're breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, keeping that chin tucked, belly button pulled in, strong through those shoulders. So that's taking us up to that full plank position. 4 rounds of 45 seconds or 4 rounds of 1 minute, great. If you're really strong in the planks, do those for longer. 4 rounds of whatever you choose to do, and throw some things in to make it a little more difficult. So I'm going to show you now the option that we've got a couple of options to make the standard plank a little bit more difficult if you do want to push yourselves a little bit more. So starting off in that same position. Chin is slightly tucked, shoulders back and down, strong through the shoulders. Tuck the tailbone, tuck those toes as well. We want those feet about hip distance apart, not too wide, hip distance apart. Belly button pulls in, pelvic floor lifts. Nice deep breath in. Breathing out, we're peeling the hips away into level 1. We'll take one leg away and then the other, and we're in our nice long plank. Keep pulling in the belly button, keep that tailbone slightly tucked. So the next option to make it more difficult, you push through the toes coming forwards, then you push those heels back. This should start a bit of a shake. Keep it nice and controlled. We don't want any twisting or turning in that pelvis. We don't want to be dropping down or lifting up. We're staying nice and straight. Now the next option is to come into that leg pull prone, well-known Pilates exercise. So from here, we keep everything else nice and stable, no twisting, no dropping down. We squeeze a bum cheek and we lengthen and lift the leg. We hold for a second or two and we lower down. We repeat that on the other side. Keeping that core strong, tailbone tucked, and we're breathing. You squeeze the bum cheek, you lengthen and lift, holding for a second, you lower that down. Now if you want to work a bit harder than that, you lengthen and lift, 1, 2, 3, pulse, and back down. Repeat that on the other side, 1,
2, 3, pulse, coming back down, and then we can come out of that plank. So all of those options, work with them however you want to, as long as you maintain neutral and core engagement. Always think about tucking that tailbone, breathing and keeping that nice line through the body. So I hope that's really helpful for you guys. If you've got any questions or feedback, please feel free to get in touch with me. Thank you for watching. I'm Russ from Pilates Guy, and I'll speak to you again soon.